All right. All right, Esper Hero. If you've been following my stream, you know that I haven't been a huge fan of a lot of the configurations of Esper Hero that we've tried so far. I kind of like what's going on in this one. So this build of Hero, not only does it play the Angel package with Seraph Lyra at the top end. Hero refers to Hero of the Precinct One. This card right here. This deck's playing Teferi and Disinformation Campaign as a way to grind a little bit more. So this build is trying less to be like aggressive with Deputy of Detention and is more so going bigger into a more mid-range / controlling role, which I think is the better spot you want to be. The Esper colors really don't lend themselves to being aggressive super well. So, at any rate, let's go ahead and dive on in to some matches and see how this goes. So this hand's really terrible. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 non-foil cards, so we can definitely get prettier than this. See? See? Only 2 non-foil cards. Perfect. Sneaker Keeper. And so, like, this is a kind of awkward tension I felt like I've had in these hero decks. So it's like, do I play hero first and then it dies, or do I Thought Erasure to like clear the road for the hero? The fact that Jade Light's pretty bad for us next turn, I think means I want to lead on Thought Erasure. Wow, their hand is, Huh. I'm gonna keep that there. So, I think my sequence here is Shockland, Disinformation Campaign, and then my turn 4 is Hero into Discovery, make a token, pick the campaign back up. Given what Jeff thinks about this deck, I think it's fitting that the box cover is a shipwreck. Oh, that joke's got layers. I love it. Love it. All right, so I think I just stick this Thief of Sanity here, huh? Play a tapped land. What happened to the Racer? After sitting in the Racer for a couple of weeks, I think I prefer my office chair that costs twice as much, believe it or not. Like, the Racer's fine for the price, but, like I think the Racer MSRP is like 300. I spent close to 600 on this office chair. It's a little bit more ergonomic. Brewski, thank you for the tier 2 resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Do I cast this down? I think I'm going to cast this down. Yeah, quality office chairs are not cheap. So if I plus this, he goes to 5. And then next turn, he goes to 8. Opponent has successfully stumbled and died. Welcome to Magic the Gathering. Enjoy your stay. Disdainful Stroke seems reasonable here. I think cast down is fine. There's Kaya's Wrath in the sideboard. Huh. I think I want Campaign and Wrath here. Lyra's pretty bad against their Vivians. Can I come get the chair for you to get it out of your house? Declan loves the chair, so no. I wonder if this is a matchup where I want Hero. I guess it generates a ton of blockers. Yeah, I could just board into a control deck. I mean, like, there's still 2.5 sets before that happens, Panza. So, like, there's the set after war and the set that comes with rotation. So, like, making speculation of the next set, much less 2.5 sets from now, is nonsense. I don't think I'm really gonna blank their removal effectively, and, like, Thief of Sanity is kind of absurd. It just runs away with the game. I suffer deeply from that logical fallacy where I spend tons and tons of time in my office chair but can't bring myself to spend lots of money on a good one. Spend your money where you spend your time is the best piece of advice I can give to anyone. Don't buy cheap beds, office chairs, shoes, things that you spend a significant amount of time in are worth buying premium objects of. Pillows. Oh god, quality pillows are also worth it, just like a good bed. Hey, thanks for the biddies, top. Yeah, if you, and that's a subtle self-shill. If you spend a lot of time here, you know, spend your money where you spend your time. Just, you know, just throwing it out there. Do you have a negate? You do. Rude. I appreciate you, Demir. Thanks for the support. Cheap condoms are okay then. I don't know. How do you feel about Declan? I mean, I think Declan's pretty great, but like, maybe you don't think Declan is so great. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, the Racer is really great for the price point. Like I said, this chair that I'm using right now costs literally twice as much. There's nothing wrong with the Racer. If I didn't already have this chair sitting in my office, I don't think I'd replace the Racer with something else. But, like, I literally have a chair that I spent twice as much money on in my office, so it didn't really make sense to me to, like, keep using the other one if I prefer this one. Dude Light with the big tip. This is where I spend all my time, so here's my money. Please put this towards building any sort of all-foil deck. 10 out of 10. Super excited for that. That'll be up tomorrow or Friday. Your kids are awesome because they're not mine. That's true. That's true. If you're just the aunt, uncle, whatever, you can just, like, do the fun parts with the kids and then send them back. Kind of like over the random green circle. That's a good question. I don't think I can put it in a place that shows the graveyard. I guess that's kind of okay. No, it blocks the planeswalkers there. And remember, if you're using the desktop, you can what's the word that I'm searching for? You can, what do I want to do here? Do I Seraph to pressure the Vivian? You can mouse over the graveyard if you're on desktop, yep. I think I Seraph to pressure the Vivian. There's something, it's appealing to get the Teferi down ASAP, but I think taking their Planeswalker out's a little more important.
Scars are lessons written in skin.
I think it's Seraph. Because, like, Vivian tends to out-card quality Teferi, because Teferi gives us a second card each turn, but Vivian gives them 4 looks at their second card. I could Teferi Tuck, but I think that's not good enough. I think I'd rather just play Seraph. Because, like, remember, the Teferi Tuck is kind of a temporary solution to a permanent problem, because I don't have a way to prevent them from getting the Vivian back down when they redraw it later. Although now they have a Frill Mystic, so it's like, yikes. Yep. Do I have 8 mana? I totally do, don't I? Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry I'm late. Hurries! They're statistically likely to fail. I'm inspired by a good assault.
Alright, so this means depending on what they hit next turn, Vivian's dead to my 1/1s.
Balance comes.
Especially with Mortify and Hostage Taker. It's like, sure, play a Giant Krasis, I'm gonna Hostage Taker it, and then kill your Vivian, and like have 2 Planeswalkers going. This actually feels very reasonable. Huh. I wonder if this build of Hero doesn't suck. I hope it doesn't suck. Like, I feel like we've tried so many iterations, they've all just felt kind of mediocre. This might be a concession, Hostage Taker. Is Dovin's voice line, I feel inspired by a good assault? Is that actually the words coming out of his mouth? Or am I mishearing that? It does fit with his uptick, doesn't it? You're not wrong.
The wild wasn't meant to be contained. No one knows the wilds like I do.
Because I wanted to hold up Mortify in the event that they played a Hostage Taker of their own. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. I should have clarified that. We are like thoroughly outgrinding the Sultai deck, which is hot.
Again.
So I want to let this resolve. And then I'm going to go ahead and Mortify this now so they can't untap and have a counter spell up. Yeah, I agree. Actually, we were talking about that yesterday. I think this Planeswalker is actually going to get a lot worse if Planeswalker decks are everywhere, just because he doesn't gain loyalty from your creatures hitting Planeswalkers. Like, he already kind of struggles to be playable.
My newest friend.
I'm gonna hostage taker this rather than cast it down. Hostage taker your divination here. Opponent's seen enough. That's all, folks. I feel like this is not a Rakdos deck, right? We should have Dovin or Teferi driving. Rakdos is ruining my immersion. Mr. Napper, thanks for checking in for the 3rd month in a row. I really appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for sending your Bezo bucks this way this month. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping by here today. If you're new, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you enjoy standard best of 3 with sideboards and you enjoy a lot of variety, we change decks here every 60 to 90 minutes, so we cycle through a lot of different stuff. As always, like to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed here. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. Harry's Razors would love to help you get that close, clean shave. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/ShugalShave, you can save $5 on your brand new shaving starter kit with them. Remember, chat, just because you like playing the degenerate decks doesn't mean you need to look like it. Lucid Sound is the maker of my wonderful headset, and if you head on over to lucidsound.com, you can use code TEMPO to save 20% plus get free shipping on all of your orders with them. Neo would love to... Woo, Jazz Ski, thanks for the 2nd month resub in a row. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Neo makes wonderful candy-flavored protein bars using code Hoagland at bit.ly/ShugalBar. You can save 10% on all of your orders with them. And, of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. Remember, if you are a new viewer and you enjoy the types of decks that we play or the way that I break down my lines, remember to hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. Can you please get sponsored by deodorant brands so we can say just because you play like a degenerate doesn't mean you have to smell like one? I feel like I should go, like, aggressively send emails to, like, self-hygiene places. Just be like, listen, I can sell your products. I have a good target audience. I have an audience who many of are in great need of your service. Please let me sell your products. That's probably a good point. That is something I should do. I used to do that every once in a while, but I haven't for a while. If you are one of the many people in the world like Jesky, who has a Amazon Prime gets you Twitch Prime for free with that purchase. And if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you get a free channel sub every single month. And that turns into real dollars to keep me around here making stuff. This is, just gotta cast down this Goblin Chain Whirler, huh? Has there been a bump in viewers this week after the Invitational? Monday, I had a very high viewer count compared to previous Mondays. Yesterday was actually pretty bad, but I think that was in part to me having to run ads. You can also show your sales numbers from Quip and Razors to show that you're a good investment for hygiene companies. You're not wrong. We do have good numbers from those. Hey, Kairu, thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome back. I appreciate the support. Or welcome. I appreciate the support. I haven't heard back from them yet. So I actually talked with them Monday night. And I'm still waiting for them to clarify some things. So, after my numbers yesterday, I'm not even sure that I want to run 2 minutes of ads, though. So, I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Like, I like working with them. I think it's really sweet to be affiliated with an esports org, but, like, I don't want to make my content worse to be able to do that. Do I want this extra Mortify? Was yesterday much lower? So, correlation doesn't equate to causation is an important thing to remember, but my viewer count yesterday was, like, 20% lower than it had been since we moved to sub-only chat. It's really hard to know exactly. It's hard to know with certainty if that was the cause or, like, it was because other people were on, etc., etc. Yeah, that's one of the things we're working on as Intoth is changing my rate. It is too small of a sample size. You're not wrong. It's also just like annoying though. So I have to like evaluate like, is the money worth being annoyed with it?
You know what? I'm not done yet.
And like the amount of money Twitch ads directly make is like really minuscule in relation to how annoying they are. Like there's a reason I've never run Twitch ads on my channel prior. If they hit a Growl Spellbreaker here, they could actually kill Teferi with this Collision Colossus, which sucks. Hopefully they just keep flooding out and dying. I elected to discard the third Mortify just because I wanted to give myself the best chance to hit another land drop. So that way I could likely, what's the word that I'm searching for? So I could likely, so I could likely have 6 mana. I elected to play an untapped land this turn because I would like to be able to give her Death Touch in addition to casting Mortify. Is it greedy to mortify my thing in response here? I think it is. I think it's unnecessary. Thanks, Troll. Yeah, it's really, a lot of people find it really taboo to talk about money. And honestly, I think that's part of why I'm successful. Like, I love streaming Magic, but like, I think a lot of people are willing to support me because I'm upfront about, you know, I'm here full-time doing this because it is able to pay my bills, right? Like, if this doesn't pay my bills, I can't do it full-time because then the kids can't be in daycare, etc. It's easy to draw a good card every turn when you're drawing 2 cards a turn. Spellbreaker and Phoenix are still a little bit scary. Although Teferi's going to 8, so their window is closing really quickly.
No time for a break.
Well, I mean, like, and it being awkward for people to talk about money is, like, that's intentional, right? Like, the companies that hire people want them to feel awkward talking about money because that takes power away from the people, allows them to underpay some of their employees because if the employees don't talk about their salaries with each other, they don't find out that one of them is being underpaid. Shouldn't the swamp be in the ugly corner? Good call. Good catch. Good catch.
Time for plan B. You know what?
We have an ugly corner. Yeah, the right side of the hand is the ugly corner. I assume this is gonna die to collision here, but the fact that this is dying to collision then means they no longer have a good way to take Teferi off the table should they draw a haste threat. And like, the Seraph is still killing them as well. Fine, I'll go sit in the ugly corner. Sometimes I feel like you can walk up to a person publicly exposing themselves and ask what their salary is, and they go, that's a little too personal, don't you think?
Let's skip to the good part.
Dovin's probably a card that boards out in this matchup if I had to venture a guess. Probably not amazing. She's dead, Jim. I wonder if I just board out Hero in general in this matchup. I think there's a good chance I just want to pull up into Esper control here. Like Esper control powered by Disinformation Campaign. I forget if my sideboard has copies of... I forget if my sideboard has copies of Vraska's Contempt in it. Phoenix probably gives us a little bit of a hard time in this matchup.
I'm getting too old for this.
You're not underpaid, she's just overpaid. Yikes. So against what matchups do you not want to be Esper control? I don't know. Do I eat cheese and what is my preferred? I don't really have a preferred cheese. It's all great. It's all wonderful. Scooter! Doling out some free speech. Thanks for your continued generosity, bud. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome, our newest members of Hooglandia. My favorite cheese is lightning bolt. Excellent. It's moments like these where I really wish I could upvote comments in Twitch chat. That one needs to head in this direction. Is this a Bell-Haunt matchup? I don't think it's a Bell-Haunt. Maybe it's not. Maybe I don't want all of them. What do we think of this? So like Seraph and Lyra both kind of suck against their collision colossus, but like with Disinformation Campaign and Thought Erasure, I can probably pressure through those, I think. Thanks, Trumpet. I haven't actually lined it up yet. Is on my docket for this evening. Yeah, and honestly, so like, Bell-Haunt doesn't block well against their 4/4s, but you could also argue that in this matchup, my opponent's Spellbreakers are more likely to be 3/3s because they want to be aggressive with them a lot of the time, right? So there are matches where the Spellbreakers tend to be 4/4s more often, but I think this is actually a matchup where that's not true. I'm going to keep this, but there is a chance we just get run over. I don't think I have quite enough 2-mana plays to mulligan aggressively to one. Like, what, I have 4 Erasure, 2 Cast Down. So, like, my ideal draw here on turn 2 is a 2-mana spell to interact with them. But there is a chance that we could just get run down here. They don't have a 2-mana play is good for us. Hitting our 4th land, also great. Somebody had to curve, like, Campaign into Seraph into Lyra here, hopefully. Wow, okay. Alright, sorry, Discovery, you know where you're going. Get in the ugly corner. In the ugly corner, partially obscured by the Tempo Storm banner for a reason. You know what you did, stay over there. No, you can't talk. Can we make the Tempo Storm banner big enough to cover the corner? I don't know that they boarded into a control deck so much as they mulliganed and just didn't have a lot going on. Mean Bean, thank you for the 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Woof. Yep, that's the thing that just happened. Okay, Well. Just gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Get you in a bit, Flab. You always remind me of old commercials. To be fair, a number of my jingles and bits are from old commercials, so that's probably not surprising. Do I take their card? I think I take their card. And I think I actually just take a goblin here, because if they draw a removal spell off the top, they'd get to trigger their Daredevil again, which would not be good for me. Yeah, right, Cat. So, initially, they wanted me to run 6 minutes of Twitch ads per hour, and I told them that that was absurd. Did I miss a donation? Thank you. The Esper Party Bus must ride again. Thank you, Azentoth. I did miss it. Sorry about that. I really need to add a sound for that. And I ran 2 minutes of ads per hour yesterday, and my viewer count was down because of it. I'm pretty sure. So I don't really know that I want to be doing that. It is very absurd. I flat out said no to 6 minutes per hour. I was like, that's too many and it's not happening. I tried 2 yesterday and was not super pleased with the result. Alright, so this game's over. So, the thing is, the way ads work, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be correct, the people who are going to leave when an advert gets run, they're going to leave regardless of if the advert is 30 seconds or 2 minutes. How do people watch TV when there's 22 minutes of commercials in an hour? I have no idea. We need a party bus emote. That might be something that I could work on. Yeah, and like, and people that are subs commenting on this, obviously subs don't get ads, but like, even with chat moving to sub only, there are more than subs in chat still. AW Rainer, thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. And I really feel like the fact that my chat is sub only, like, sub only chat is a deterrent for some people to watch this stream. And I'm like, if I'm running a bunch of ads, that's also a deterrent for new people to come in and watch the stream. And I think that's like too many deterrents for most people. So I really, really don't want to do that. I stumbled upon your channel because I was switching away from someone else who had a long commercial going. Yep. I also think there's something to be said. So, from my understanding, this is coming from Twitch. It's not coming from Tempo Storm. So, like, Twitch is requiring teams that are affiliated with them to run a certain number of ads per hour. And, like, if that's the case, not running ads kind of gives me a leg up compared to people that are affiliated with orgs, right? So now I have to decide how I want to address this Vivian read. So, part of me just wants to Teferi tuck her in. You do get to bump something. Yeah, all of the details on how the deck queue system works can be found on my website here. Cast down, Kaya down tick swing. Oh, I like that line. Yeah, I think that's right. I think we can pressure her out. I like that idea. I should draw a card before I do this, so my sequencing here is bad.
Keep up the pace.
Let's draw first. And like I talked about it yesterday, like, the money from Tempo Storm's like a nice extra. It goes into my retirement savings, but it's like the bulk of my income. Like when I tell people, thanks for keeping me employed when they sub, that's me being honest, right? Like the ad money doesn't pay my bills because it's fairly minute. The sub money is what, so keeping things good for the subs is ideal. And people who might want to sub. So now, I Teferi tucked the bird, Kaya exiled this, hostage taker kill Vivian. How much money does one ad generate? Not a lot. It varies depending on infinite factors. It varies depending on the geolocation of the people seeing the ads. It varies depending on your viewer count, etc., etc. Dumb question. Without public health care, how does health insurance work for people in the US for self-employed people? It basically doesn't. You basically just get screwed. As having health insurance is a significant portion of why Christy works still, even though this pays me money like a job. So. Yeah. The amount that you have to pay as a self-employed person to have reasonable health care in the United States is not a good number. Thoughts and prayers. GoFundMe. Have you heard of the site GoFundMe? That's how health insurance works for. All right, we're gonna not get political on stream. I said we were gonna be done being political on stream, so I'm gonna veer off the health insurance topic. If you want to talk about it as a sub, I'd be happy to discuss it in the political dark place in the subs Discord with you later. It is dark. Listen, it's called the political dark place for a reason, okay? It's where the sun doesn't shine. There's another Phoenix on top that we know about. Okay, so what's the game plan here? I think it's just tuck this in, smack them, right? Yeah, we could Wrath and then, well, you could Wrath and then plus Kaya exile the tokens too. King Hellcat, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. We are still pink on the beard. You're not wrong. The beard's getting a little bit scraggly. We'll see. I might keep the beard until we like regularly have 60-degree days. Teferi is a dad, always tucking things in. Yep. The best part is when you get to Teferi, they're Teferi, you can tell Teferi to go tuck himself. They did spoil Teenage Teferi in the new set, that's true. This hand is not great against mono red. Tony talks to you. Thank you for the Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. That's 60 degrees in freedom, right? All right, so I got some choices to make here. I think I want a Thought Erasure. I sub to say that horrible, just to say that is a horrible dad joke. Is it better to exile instants and sorceries from your graveyard so the Daredevil doesn't have targets? I think I'd rather gain life. I don't know. It's an interesting discussion, though. I don't know if they have enough Daredevils to make that worth playing around. Oh. Oh, look at our opponent is currently experiencing what I like to call Magic the Gathering. Currently experiencing Magic the Gathering on the other side of the table. Yeah, people have been donating little bits in. The first day the foils were up last Wednesday, people donated for a bunch, Pulpert. And then I've been letting people donate, it costs like $5 for foils. It's like $3 to $6. So I've been saying for $5 donation, I'll foil a card of your choosing. So most of the playable cards are foil at this point. Frost Kitty, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So I played the campaign here, even though I know they have a bunch of lands in their hand, because I wanted to hit my 5th land drop here. Again, trying to hit land drops. So I'm putting a stop on my end step here. So that way I can untap these 2 lands. And I'm going to go ahead and mortify this electrostatic field before they get to draw instants and sorceries for it. I'm not super worried about this runaway Steam King because I got Hostage Shaker to cover that next turn. Sure. I'm going to double block this if they attack with it. If they attack with this, I'll triple block it. I'm actually going to triple block this too, just in case they have a burn spell. I guess if they had a burn spell, they would have attacked with it. Would have been more productive to Hostage Shaker the field as a wall. That's an interesting question, actually. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's better.
No time for a break.
Noter, thanks for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. And Vocal Terror, checking in for the 2nd month in a row as well. Thanks, folks. Hope you're having a good start, good middle of your week. It's not the start, it is the middle. We have made it to the middle. Yeah, I think I like the suggestion that maybe I should have taken the 0-4 instead of the 1-1. Because Steamkin's never going to be anything other than a 1-1 for me, right? So the 0-4 is probably more profitable. Has sub-only chat been there a while? We've been on sub-only chat for almost a month now. When this week finishes up, it'll be 4 weeks.
Hold that thought.
It's been a good change for me overall, personally. Wow, getting game 1 here is huge. Getting to board in a bunch of Bell-Haunts is like A+. Oh, we have Spell Pierce too. Maybe I want these Duresses. This is probably a campaign out matchup. This is probably a Thief out matchup too, huh? This card just like eats it to a lot of their stuff. I think I want to keep Teferi as card advantage at my top end. What do we think of this? I think I like this. I really like this configuration of Esper Hero. Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to trim Hero in general and pull up. I could see that. I actually think Dovin's very good against the red deck, because if Dovin makes a 1-1, gains a life, and then eats a shock or a lightning strike, he's fine. That's still, like, acceptable. I could see trimming these and, like, leaving these in a couple of campaigns just to, like, keep my engines going. I really don't like Wrath against the red aggro deck. They're a half burn deck. Let's do this, because they probably have Goblin Chain Whirler too, which makes Hero a little bit lackluster. Let's cut the heroes and pull up. Tom Tracy in a row. That is over 3 years. That's almost an entire deck, Lynn. Thank you for the support. Welcome back. How many black sources are in my deck? Eight, 12, only 15. God. All right. I'm gonna mulligan before I talk myself into it. This hand's also good. Look at how beautiful our hand is, chat. It's just so pretty. Ooh, we don't have another land. That's good for us. Now, the scary part of this is they have 5 spells in their hand. So you'll notice I cast down the Gitu Lava Runner immediately there. The reason for that sequencing decision is that my opponent's deck plays the card Wizard's Lightning, so by killing it right away, I cut them off of potentially being able to cast 4 of their 1-mana spells. Just watched the Wizard video. I sure put together a dumpster fire. That was not great. To be fair, the first match was very good. We got to stuff Esper or Miracles, so that was fun. If we didn't have to take 4 from our lands this game, we might have been okay. So again, gonna kill this right away, so in case they have another lightning, they don't have a wizard for it. I was gonna do that on their upkeep, but because they pulled the trigger at end of turn, it makes sense to kill it right away. Yep. Hopefully we draw a land that doesn't hurt us here, so we can Duress plus Mortify. Oh, these discard spells are just not going to be live. Now we're super soft to Experimental Frenzy.
Glad to be here. Your problems are mine. Don't you hate it when the dead won't stay dead?
Ah, ha, 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 staying alive, staying alive. Ah, ha, 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 staying alive. Do-do-do. Always 1 creature, 1 spell. I could have maybe kept the Disinformation Campaign there, but, like, if there's, like, a 4 or 5 mana spell under the campaign, I'm really sad that I won't be able to play it. Rats. Needed Kaya to get 1 more up there.
I look forward by a good assault. But I accept defeat.
All right. We are rapidly approaching garbage time.
I'm not done yet.
The Mortify in hand is actually incredibly good because it means we're covered in the event of risk factor or experimental frenzy, which is great. Yeah. Our deck is much better than theirs in top deck mode. They basically have experimental frenzy and then mediocre cards. I agree. I am super excited. These new Planeswalkers that they're putting out with War are awesome. I want less Teferis and Vivians and more Dovins and Kayas. The designs on Dovins and Kaya are just A+ fantastic.
Keep up the pace.
Just cannot overstate how good they are.
Want me to phase you out of time? I won't let you win. You know what? I'm not done yet. That was uncalled.
We'd be dead here if they hadn't decided to care about Teferi. So they'd have won this game if they hadn't gone after my Planeswalker. Hey, Icy. Well, thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, opponent misassessed their role here. They thought they cared about the Planeswalker and the game was going long, but they should have just been trying to end it. So this is the part where both of these attack Tef. I cast on one, block the other, and they likely concede. Well, I don't think the issue is so much that Planeswalkers are the problem, so much as this template for Planeswalkers is a problem. +1 card advantage, -3 removal spell, minus ultimate win the game. I think that is not okay.
Hold that thought.
Do you like the inclusion of Spell Pierce over Negate? I don't know. That's an interesting question. That's definitely something to think about. I think you might be right that Negate's better suited. Like, obviously in board states like this, Negate is much better. But, like, Spell Pierce is good tempo early. But you could also argue that if I just want more cheap cards to use my mana, that just Duress is better than this. I think Domri conforms to that problematic template, or is he different enough? Domri's completely different. You're talking about the current 4-mana Domri, right? Like, 4-mana Domri, his +1 is not card advantage. His downtick is card advantage, not removal. And his ultimate does kind of win the game, but his up and down are different enough that I think he's fine. What do you think about Watsy doing a pre-order bundle for these? I think it's awesome. Please take all of my money and give me cosmetics. In fact, let's I think I'm gonna swap that. I think I like the idea of a couple of negates rather than the pierces. Is this the one, chat? Is this one gonna pull us up into Diamond? It's feeling like it could be the one. I think calling Teferi a win more card in general is absurd. You could say his ultimate reading win the game is absurd, is unnecessary, but I think there's also the merit of talking about, like, well, a lot of people don't concede to garbage time, so, like, you need the ult to actually win you the game because people aren't conceding when they're out card advantage. Yeah, the 3 CMC, Teferi, and Vivian both seem excellent. I agree with that statement. Give me black mana, please. Yikes. So I'm definitely ditching that. The question is, do I ditch this? Actually, I wonder, do I just keep both of these? I think I'm gonna keep both of these. I'm gonna keep both of these. Could you imagine how much different the format would be if Teferi simply read tuck another target permanent if he just couldn't target himself? How much different would the format be? Yep, build-around submissions for the new set are open. However, I am not accepting specific decks until the full spoiler is out. So, subs for $25 can submit a build-around to the deck queue. However, you can't submit a specific deck list until we know everything that's in the format. Howdy, Zandman. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? I think it's Seraph. I think it's Seraph. J. Ray, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. This doesn't block Wild Growth Walker. It could just soak a Contempt, though. It's possible. Okay, so this is fine because it still leaves me Chump Blocker, so I don't just, like, get beat to death here, which is nice. I suppose I could Teferi plus Cast Down. Yeah, I think you're right. I should have Teferi plus Cast Down. Yeah, modern build-arounds are still 50. I agree with your assessment. I should have Teferi plus Cast Down. That was a mistake on my part.
I won't hide from the hurry.
I definitely should have done that. I wasn't thinking about Teferi untapping my lands. I was just thinking I don't want to play Teferi and get him killed. But he definitely untapped my lands.
Let's see if you're worthy.
Right, Cat. Thank you for the very generous tip. And Danman, thanks for the 9 months. Hope you're having a fantastic day. 5-color Niv friends. I want to see that dumpster fire. Alright, we'll see what we can do. Probably swing something close to that one.
Let's skip to the good part.
Alright, so Lyra. Tapped land. Untap 2 of these. If they go to Hostage Taker this, I can cast it down, which is nice. Vivian can't do anything yet. Cheat Fix, thanks for the 2nd month in a row. I appreciate that. I remember being really down on Teferi when he first got spoiled until I first got to untap 2 lands and then saw the Matrix. There's been a terrible accident. There's been a terrible accident. Please send help. All right, are we done here? Are we done here? What are we really still playing Magic? We're still doing this, huh? This is something we're still doing. Okay. All right, if you're committed, opponent, we'll keep going. Garbage time enabled, yep.
Let's do this again.
I want to play with the new Vivian. The new Vivian is everything I want to be doing in Magic. I just want to play terrible cards at instant speed, chat. It's all I want in life is to play bad cards at instant speed. So they can hostage take her next turn, but they can't replay either of my threats, so I have a window to mortify it. Oh, they're generating so much card advantage, chat. How will we ever keep up? How will we ever keep up? There's so much card advantage. There's so much card advantage.
Hold that thought.
Yoink. Hey, Dingo Dante, thanks for the Prime support. There's a lot of great people who can ship those Bezo bucks to every month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending them my way today. Keeping me employed here. The old 20-point swing. No big deal. I played a game of Esper Control against someone on white-black Value Town. I locked them out early with Teferi Emblem, but they refused to concede, and eventually the game went so long, I had to leave and do chores. I was both impressed and extremely annoyed.
I didn't go through hell to lose to you.
Oh no, not my Lyra. How will I ever possibly live without my Lyra, opponent? Oh well, we'll have to figure something out. You weren't using that. You weren't using those cards in your hand, were you, opponent? You didn't have a plan for those? Yeah, I probably should have discovered there. Oh, this is great.
Hurry.
Like, I don't even know if I want to cast their Hydrate Craces, because, like, their Hydrate Crace is this hideous non-foil. So it's like, do I even want their card associated with my board of beautiful things? Chat, I can attack the Vivian. It's okay.
Not bad for a mouse.
Hide it under the banner. It's so ugly. Get out of my view. Get out of my sight. Nobody loves you, non-foil card. It does not. They have 37 cards. We have 27. We've moved past garbage time and are just playing with our food. Yep, pretty much. 4 campaign feels real good here. Lyra is not good. Do I just cut Hero? Is that crazy? I think I like boarding in Wrath and just cutting Hero. Should foil Dovin make foil Thopters? He should, and I'm incredibly disappointed that he doesn't. Don't worry, I'm as sad as you are with what currently happens with foil Planeswalkers and foil tokens. Alright, this hand's a little slow, but it's got a piece of 2-mana removal. God, my opponent doesn't even have sleeves on their deck. Is that legal? Is it legal for them to play sleeveless, chat? Wow. The Dimir Mouseover is so disappointingly not trippy. It's just like subtle and smoky. Where's my trippiness? I demand trippy. Alright, am I about to hit them with Phage the Untouchable? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. And, like, I don't think they have any 5-mana sweeper they need to worry about. They have, like, Cry. Playing the second Thief out is good in the face of Vivien. So she shoots 1. The question is now, like, does my Thief kill Vivien or hit them? It's probably supposed to hit Vivien, right? It's probably supposed to hit Vivien. I think I want to campaign this turn. Because this way I have my best chance to hit my 6th land to Crisis for 4 next turn. Even if it is ugly, it will still draw 2 cards. Phage the Untouchable. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Well, this card often reads hit your opponent once or twice, win the game, right? So it's like Phage adjacent. Are there basics in my deck? There are. Good clean deck building right there. With them ramping me, I'm actually going to wait a turn and play this for X's 6 next turn. So because if I didn't have the 2 lands lined up, Magic Online is up, happy gaming. Oh, MTG bot. Oh, hon, get with the times. Get with the times, MTG bot. Oh, they don't have enough creatures for that to work yet. I think I just hang tight here, huh? Is that crazy? I think I just want to hang tight. I could attack Wrath Dovin. I don't know. I kind of want to make them, like, commit a removal spell to this. I guess they're at 16. I don't know. I feel like the top of our deck's better than theirs on average. Like, I just, like, don't mind the staring contest. I also just, like, have more resources than them at the moment, though, so maybe I'm supposed to leverage that. Yeah, I guess they're going to 10. You know, I can also just play Seraph, and they're dead on board. Is that a good play? I think that's a good play. They're actually just dead on board, right? I probably should have done this last turn. I think I should have done this last turn. I didn't think about what their health total was at. Wow, and they have Contempt. Okay. Interesting. Nah, I don't think so, Brewski. I don't think the game's at that point yet. I don't feel like I'm supposed to get super aggressive here. I feel like I have the appropriate tools to grind them out. I'm not supposed to, like, throw things away trying to be hyper aggressive. Should have drawn with Teferi first, trying to tilt them. Yeah, probably. Alright, I'm going to Mortify this. I'm going to save this Hostage Taker for after they find Finality. After they find Because I want to take their Hydroid Crisis away from them. Build-around submissions for Standard are $25. For people that are new to the stream, what that means is you submit a card or collection of cards or idea, and then I build the deck around those cards to be played on stream. I didn't cast the Dovin last turn because I wasn't sure if I wanted to defend him or not. Eminem, thanks for the 3 months. Or the 9 months. 3 more months till Sword Duty. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me around. That's true too. Tier 3 subs are $25 total, and they can submit a build around with that every month. And the Tier 3 sub decks go into the queue with 30 points, so if you think submitting a build around is something you might do at least once a month, it's worth bumping to the Tier 3 sub from a value perspective. Wow, that's actually incredibly bad for us here.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
You can see there's only 1 or 2, so the ones that have been submitted today aren't in the queue yet, but the one from yesterday is in the queue. All right, I guess I'm just... I guess I'm starting here. Contempt changes the clock, maybe? I don't know, I'm expecting them to Hydroid Crisis next turn. I'm also expecting them to, like, attack my Teferi. So, like, if they attack Teferi, that changes the dynamic of it, too. One time, Jeff registered a 63-card main deck and a 12-card sideboard, and I was there. What's going on, Philly? Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, I'm jump blocking here because it keeps Teferi at 6, or at 1, so you only take 6. They're gonna Crisis, I'm gonna Crisis. Hostage Taker and Hydroid Crisis. Is that a better love story than Twilight? It probably is. They could have a Disinformation Campaign, or a, they could have a Disdainful Stroke. I was looking at my campaigns. Alright, let's start with this, see where we go. Why is Disinformation Campaign bringing shame to House Demir by being non-foil? I've not had anything for zombies yet, Dauber. Alright, alright. I would like another Planeswalker.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Alright, Vivian, I get it. You don't work for me. I understand there's no need to be rude. I should have plussed Dovin first. Because I was going to hit them. Yeah, that would be fine, Dauber. This has been a heck of a grind. There's 21 cards in their deck. There's 26 cards in ours. My Thief is milling them for 3 every turn, but I'm also drawing a lot of cards off of my deck. Let's get the zombies in. This is actually really punishing. So if I would have not played the Discovery, I could have mortified this Hostage Taker in response. Okay, start with this. What happens if you gift a sub and everyone watching is already a sub? I believe it waits until a non-sub joins to dole it out. Alright, well, we're going to start with the campaigns because there's one more Caius Wrath in my deck. Oh, so I probably want to do this. How much for an entire day of Super Friends? Depends on which day. So, like, some of my streams right near the set release are going to be really long. So, obviously, it's going to cost more for a super long stream. Oh, that tapped me off of being able to cast this, didn't it? Awkward. Oh, I bottomed a Wrath with Vivian. That's really unfortunate. We might actually lose this game. Oh, I could have dispersaled the Carnage Tyrant. You know, I keep forgetting that card does that. Yeah, I 10 out of 10 should have kept Dispersal open. Ten out of 10 should have kept Dispersal open. Awesome, Crazy. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Balance comes.
Alright, that's good for later. How many Seraph of the Scales have I been through? One. Is there another one exiled? Two. So there's still two Seraphs in my deck, too. Yeah, I realize I can Dispersal that I'm thinking about the timing. So they have a Memorial to Folly here, chat. They have a Memorial to Folly that muddles things. I know I just said I keep forgetting about it, but I know about it at the moment. It really sucks that I'm 1 mana short of being able to Dispersal plus Campaign in the same turn. Alright, so Vivian's dead.
I've seen worse.
They know I have 2 campaigns, so they just have to play out their cards. This card not letting Sultai keep extra cards in their hand has actually been super relevant. Wow, I don't know why they didn't just play that as a 2-2. I guess I would have gotten to Hostage Taker it, so that makes sense. They know about the Hostage Taker. So if I play Teferi and plus him, he goes to 5. And then I can play Seraph, give Seraph Death Touch and Mortify all in the same turn, so that seems fine.
This isn't a fight. Keep up the pace.
So because Teferi goes to 5 on this plus, he is able to take 4 on Trample from this and survive. So I can block here, give this Death Touch, Mortify the Hostage Shaker. There's 18 cards in their deck and 14 cards in ours. Derelict, you can click on the graveyard. Click on their graveyard, and you can see what's in the graveyard. Knowing exactly what's on top of the library and the top of the graveyard really isn't super meaningful information. The overlay lets you click on it and see the whole thing. I mean, I said the words Hydroid Crisis. What is the duration for a whole day on average? So my shorter days, I normally do 4 decks. On my long streams, I'll probably do 8 to 10. 8's probably realistic. I think I just pass here, right? I just pass. Although I guess if I hostage taker their hostage taker, I have them dead next turn. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Oh, wait, I don't though, right? Dang it, Bobby. Because this has to exile something, and I can't exile that. Whatever. Probably doesn't matter. This is actually really bad, because it means... Did I just let this happen? Did I just let this happen? This is game 2 in the match. I'm up a game. I think I just let this hit happen, right? Good night, my sweet. Because they're dead on board. So I'm going to attack them for 10 and they're dead. God, that was... Whoa, that was a long game. Oh, that was quite the slug. Got the W though. You know, I'd have thought for sure this archetype was gonna have a hard time with Sultai. Like Sultai is supposed to be like King Dog mid-range deck. That we've played it twice now, and that's felt very solid for the Esper side both times. It's alright, let's do one more with this. We were running a long time with this one, but it's been running really well. Let's play one more match before we move along to Jeskai Niv. Yep, Paperscape. The day before I play the deck, I'll just grab your latest version from the Goldfish URL. So long as you don't change the archetype from just kind of Hiri to something else, feel free to update it between now and when I play it. Hey, Weemdog. Thanks for the tip, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at. Sultai Growth Chamber Guardian, okay. Or green-black Growth Chamber Guardian, likely Sultai, but at the very least green-back. So, they might want to kill this before it starts making tokens, but if they do that, then I get to mortify this before he finds Crab Friends. That's kind of a wash. Really? Okay. I wonder if they have another Guardian in hand already. I think I just take this opportunity to kill this. I want to just, like, cut that card advantage off at the pass. Alright. So do I Hero plus Discovery, or do I Thief plus Tapped Land? Hey, Toloso, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Yep. Thanks for the quality content. Have a good day. Thanks for keeping me around. I kind of think I'm supposed to Thief, because while it's going to suck if they have Vivian, I really feel like I'm kind of behind at the moment, and this is a way I can catch back up. If they don't have the removal spell now, I get ahead very quickly. This build actually felt really good, Chewy. I wasn't really looking forward to playing this deck because the last few times we've played Esper Hero, it's been a complete dog poop, but this build has felt surprisingly good. That is Galta, the Primal Hunger. All right, yep. Yep. Huh. Huh. Well. I think I'm supposed to trade here. Nice cast down, idiot. All right, don't draw a cast down. No! Oh, no. Oh, no. Do I Dispersal, or do I think I'm supposed to dig for Mortify, right? Like, if I hit a Mortify, I'm super far ahead. And, like, if we don't hit one ASAP, we're gonna just be dead regardless. So, I think it's right to dig for Mortify here. Like, they can just, if I Dispersal this, they just recast it right away, chat. So, like, Dispersaling it buys me 1 turn. However, Discovery digs me 3 cards deep, which is really deep. Woof. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Because this is going to turn into a 3/3 even if I rip the Mortify. So if I do this... I'm technically not dead on board. Or I'm not dead. I'm not dead this turn. The Kaya's Wraths are in my sideboard. Yeah, it looks like the opponent's playing, like, mono green Stompy with a small black splash, which doesn't seem unreasonable. Thief seems kind of mediocre here. Knowing that that's what they're doing, though, puts me in a little bit better of a position, right? Because, like, I was approaching my decisions in the early game like I was playing a potential grindy deck, and then the Galta came down and it was like, oh, that's not what this match is about at all. I don't know if they have Vivian. Probably post-board. Disinformation Campaign's probably bad. They're probably a Nullhide Ferox deck. It also means this is a bit of a liability. Bring in one Disdainful Stroke. Leave one. I'm going to leave one Thief of Sanity in. Let's do this. So hopefully, we're just going to be able to strand their Galta this game. Just like keep their board completely clear. Collapsagus, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday wherever you're at. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yoink. How do I feel about Mono Green Zombie? I don't know. It's been a long time since we played it. But something we explored at the beginning of the season that we then never really played again. Our opponent's Diamond. Rocking it, so probably pretty capable of winning games. But it also concluded that it was going to be a runaway and decided to pack it in. Run it back here. It seems like not great in this matchup, but it's like lands and spells, so I think we keep it. Like, a hand that doesn't keep the board contained is probably not fantastic for us. This was a really good draw. Let us ice their 3-drop. I think I just need to strand Galta. I think I'm happy to use that as a removal spell there. I think I just want to keep the board completely clear. Yep. Well, definitely can't discard that one. That one's staying right there, chat. It's not the land we wanted for Christmas, but by golly if it ain't gonna do in a pinch. Land, please. Stupid flat shuffler. Stupid. Oh, I should have conceded before I closed it. Whoops, tilt. The audio's starting to bug. I apologize, opponent. I will concede in a second. These people are great by their stuff. These people also great by their stuff. There's no variance in Magic the Gathering. Sorry, opponent. Shuffler! All things considered, I liked this deck a lot, actually. I wasn't, like I said, I had low expectations for a hero deck coming in, but this one kind of pleasantly surprised me. One thing that I think I might do, and we have someone donated for an Esper mid-range deck coming up here soon. I think I might take this shell and, like, just cut the heroes from it. I think, like, just being the mid-range deck without the hero doesn't seem unreasonable. I feel like I could just, like, play more spot removal. Yeah, Esper, I don't know that I necessarily want to be Angels and have, like the Angels deck in my mind is like a Resplendent Angel style deck that like has white cards on 3. And I don't know that I want to do that. Disinformation Campaign was exceptionally good today in a lot of the matches that we played. And I feel like leaning into that's not unreasonable. This deck is like the epitome of playing good cards into yield a good deck. Yeah, I agree with that, Dumber. I think I might like cut Hero and then probably cut Dovin because he gets a lot worse if you're not playing Hero. And then like probably add a 25th land, maybe a Memorial, add a Teferi, add a Disinformation Campaign. Maybe we could play Kaya or Kaya's Wrath in the main deck. Like that, those all seem like reasonable changes. There's a Esper mid-range build-around submission in the queue, and I'm probably going to do something like that for that submission. So, glad that this gave me a base that I like.